Would you consider having a relationship with an android that looks like a human?
How interesting. Hello everyone and welcome back to Detroit Become Human. I just booted up the game for another time and it appears that we have got ourselves into an interesting situation where we are being questioned and we're required to fill out a survey. And this is something that some of my friends have told me about. This is something that I've heard other people doing playthroughs of this game happen. And I haven't done this myself. I have no idea what these are going to be like. So we've got 10 questions here, and of course the first one is going to be a really interesting one. Would you consider having a relationship with an android that looks like a human, assuming that they are essentially the exact same as, well, a human, the way that they function, I guess, then I probably would, except the way that an android functions would be quite robotic, I suppose, and the unpredictability and the instability that is, I guess, human nature would probably make it a bit more of an interesting thing to not ever experience that when in a relationship with an android. I guess I give you yes, no, and don't know if you really don't want to answer. I think because of the differences, I would probably say no. Just because of the way that I view androids, I guess.
Do you think that technology could become a threat to mankind?
It's a vague question, I guess, because technology can be used in so many different ways. It's being used in the military for all sorts of different things, different operations in hazardous ways. And then we've got, obviously, the productive side of technology, which is used to automate certain features in businesses, I suppose. The production of certain products and items, I guess. But potentially it could. Maybe. Technology is becoming such a big thing nowadays that who really knows exactly where it's going to lead, and the fact that it's so unpredictable, that it's such a big thing, yes, of course, it could become a threat one day to mankind.
If you had to live on a deserted island and could only bring one object, what would it be? And
I'm guessing we're going to get, yeah, we'll be given a few choices, I suppose. A book, a cell phone, pen and paper, a console, an instrument, and actually that's it. Okay, well, let's start by eliminating some of the things that I don't particularly care about. Book, no, because I don't really like to read. Pen and paper, no, because I cannot draw whatsoever, and I wouldn't want to spend my life on a desert island literally just drawing. Next thing I have, well, I've got 3 more choices here, I suppose. A cell phone, a console, or an instrument. The next one I'm going to rule out will be the cell phone because it's only limited to communication, and while it may be able to install certain applications, it doesn't really have a long-term, I guess, impact on my life, I suppose. It can be used for communication and short-term entertainment, but it wouldn't be able to be long-lasting. I'm left with 2 more options now, a console or an instrument. I guess, okay, I'll talk about both of them. So, obviously, a console has a big range of functionality. It can be used as a multimedia system, a gaming system, an entertainment device of any kind, and an instrument, if you know how to play it, it can be used for essentially anything music-wise. Something that can entertain you for days, something that could also entertain you for days. Assuming that the island has power, you would be able to bring the console and use the console for anything. You're not given any games, I guess, but I'm assuming that you have access to any other games that you wish to have access to. But if I was on a deserted island, and I'm assuming that I wouldn't really have many people around with me, I would probably rather have an instrument. It would be able to create more of a social scenario where I can play music with people, I can dance around with people, I can play music to people and have other people playing music with me, I guess. It would bring us closer rather than just entertain us and leave us with nothing else to do. I'm going to say an instrument.
Do you consider yourself dependent on technology?
Sad to say, yes, I do see myself being fairly dependent on technology. And I guess that's just the way that a lot of people seem to be living at the moment. A lot of our lives seem to be revolving around the use of technology. I'm currently at university, so anything that I'm doing at my university is always to do with technology because I'm into engineering, information technology, and computers themselves. But even if I wasn't, even if I was more interested in businesses, you need to use technology to work a business nowadays. And even if you're in a completely different area of the world, I suppose, maybe even if you're in the farming industry, using some kind of mechanical technology to, I don't know, farm crops, or to be able to transport goods from one point to another, and to be able to communicate with people, that's all something that we use technology for nowadays. It's all over the place, and yes, I would consider myself fairly dependent on technology for being able to educate myself, to be able to entertain myself, to bring myself closer to other people, and so that other people are able to know me better, find out who I am better, and also so that I can get myself around the world more easily, and find out what is really going on in the world more easily, I suppose. So yes.
What technology do you most anticipate?
Oh, big question. Our options are androids, flying cars, space tourism, brain-connected devices. Okay, the first thing I'm most disinterested in would be flying cars. Honestly, like, we've already got vehicles that are able to fly. We've got helicopters, we have, like, planes and other random flying things. I don't really feel the need to use those. Space tourism, brain-connected devices, androids. Space tourism is a very interesting one, but it's a big one, and it's a very difficult one to actually have in the real world. Because space is such a big thing, and if we're not able to travel any faster than the speed of light, then we pretty much have no hope of really escaping the place that we are at the moment in the solar system until we are able to find a way to sustain our life for longer periods of time while traveling for longer distances. If we're able to skip the waiting process, I suppose, because who on earth is going to be sitting in a spaceship for hundreds of years, maybe thousands of years, just to get onto a different system? That would take so long, and I don't know how on earth we would manage that, but assuming it is possible, that would be a very interesting one to do. Brain-connected devices, while they are an incredibly interesting thing to think about, it would be horrifying, I feel, being able to connect up people's brains together, being able to take people's minds and thoughts and be able to control them more easily. If it was implemented all around the world, it would be quite scary to see how much control that the people that are developing the technology would have over the people that are using that tech, I guess. It would give governments a huge amount of control over people on the planet, and it's not something I'm looking forward to. Androids, that's definitely an interesting one for me, because essentially it's human simulation, or in some cases human emulation. Taking a device, in this case an android, and applying all of these human concepts, being able to learn like a human, think like a human, and interact like a human, and maybe even be able to experience and express emotions in the same way that humans are able to. I think that would be probably one of the most interesting things for me, I guess, because space tourism is incredible. It's incredible to think about where we may be able to go, and brain-connected devices I'm terrified of, I suppose, in a way. Terrified of if they were actually implemented, but it's an incredibly interesting thing to think about. Flying cars I don't really care too much for, and for androids it would be very interesting to see exactly how beings like this would interact with humans in the real world.
Do you believe in God?
This is not a question I would like to answer on camera.
Would you let an android take care of your children?
This is another interesting question, because I guess if an android is programmed to express itself and be able to function in the same way that a normal human is able to, we're putting our trust in those entities, and they are able to act the same way that humans are able to act. They would be trained and programmed and, I guess, developed in such a way that would be able to help them interact with the world that we're around, so they can interact effectively with other people without causing harm to those human beings, that they would focus more on ensuring that we preserve the human life, and that none of those humans are harmed. I'd say that if developed right, yes, I would.
How much time per day would you say you spend on an electronic device?
Yes. 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, more. Really? Okay, 1 hour, hell no. 2 hours, hell no. 4 hours, well, probably not, because I can probably spend like 3 hours or so doing some sort of like entertainment-based thing, and then a couple more hours doing more education-based things. So definitely more. I mean, most of the people that are probably playing this game would be saying more because of the amount of time that they spend on technology, and yeah, so more for me.
If you needed emergency surgery, would you agree to be operated on by a machine?
In the sense that I am being brought into maybe a hospital, and they are using technology on me that has already been pre-programmed and developed in such a way that they can essentially guarantee that everything will be performed effectively and that nothing will go wrong. The same way that, well, you could put your trust in a human, you can put your trust in a machine. If it would work, I would say yes. If it wouldn't work, and I can't really rely on it because there's potential for it to go wrong, then I would say no. But these machines are being operated by human beings, so if anything does go wrong, then it's the same. It's in the same sense that something could go wrong if you were being operated on by a human. Someone could make a mistake, and if I wasn't really conscious for that to be happening, it wouldn't be something I would need to be aware of. They wouldn't need to tell me everything that went wrong. All I would need to know is that they had done their job and they had recovered the process successfully and they'd done everything right. So, yeah, sure. I'll say if I could be operated by a machine, the machine works, by all means, yes.
Do you think one day machines could develop consciousness?
Very interesting question. And if we are assuming that some point in the future, we will be able to simulate or emulate human behavior, human emotions, and human thought into robotic machines, I would say yes. They could definitely develop consciousness if they were able to continue the self-learning to the next level, where they could be self-aware of everything around them in their own world. They would be able to think about things in their own different way, definitely, like, very different to the way that humans are thinking, definitely different to a human consciousness, but I would say yes, I think that they could in some way, someday. And unfortunately, it seems that it, well, hasn't been able to connect me for some reason. Probably because I ended up disconnecting my Wi-Fi at one point on the internet, on the PlayStation, but that's okay. Even if this is not being sent back to them, it's an interesting thing to be able to show you guys, so that's good. Let's go back. We're going to head on to the story. Oh yes, of course. This situation where we ended up screwing things over with Hank. Jeez, calm down. Reconcile with Lieutenant Anderson. Okay, let's open the door. We're going to make things right with Hank, and we're going to try to do our best to actually bring ourselves a bit closer to Hank and try not to upset him any further. Like the previous episode where we were playing, when I sort of saw the options and went, and I instinctively ended up clicking a button, and I wasn't entirely sure exactly what the heck my brain was doing at the time, but it ended up making Connor jump over the fence, and it upset Hank even further, so I really don't want to screw things up for Hank anymore.
Come on, this is different. It's 100% guaranteed. You can't go wrong.
Oh, no, I need to hold this. Hold this. We're going to scan both these guys. Who are you? Pedro Abda. Unemployed, illegal gambling, and fraud. Detroit food hygiene license that is, well, just kind of chilling on the wall. Not entirely sure exactly why we need to scan that, though. Ah, right, I see. I understand. So I guess we're in a situation where this guy's going to try and do something with these people, and I'm going to be like, hey, he's trying to poison you or something, and I'm not entirely sure exactly. When did it say that this thing was expiring? Oh, 7 years ago. Right, okay. Very much expired. And if he's been known for breaching health regulations and resisting arrest, this is not going to go particularly well.
All right, I'm in.
Damn straight. Hey, you won't regret this.
What is your problem? Won't you ever do as you're told? Look, you don't have to follow me around like a poodle.
I'm sorry for my behavior back at the police station. I didn't mean to be unpleasant.
Oh, wow. You've even got a brown-nosing apology program. As if CyberLife thought of everything, huh?
There you go.
We need to make sure this is okay. Because I think that he would appreciate, even if it's us saying, okay, well, even if it's me interrupting him and saying, you shouldn't drink that, at least it's going to be protecting him. He'd rather that. Otherwise, he's going to be really angry with me. Carbonated pineapple passion. An extra large soda. And a hamburger. How the heck could we tell that that's a hamburger by looking at the box? Cool. That's so cool. Okay, well, by the looks of it, he's looking okay. He's got a burger, he's got a soda, and I can't really detect any hazards in this at the moment. Let's leave him to it.
Thanks, Gary. I'm starving.
I'll leave that thing here.
Huh, not a chance. Follows me everywhere.
Indeed we do. Can I scan his burger? Enjoy your meal, company. Let's talk. Let's just...
I
Company.
don't want to alarm you, Lieutenant.
Uh-oh, no, don't
But I
mess
think
things
your
up.
friends are engaged in illegal activities.
Everybody
right.
does what they have to get by. As long as they're not hurting anybody, I don't bother them.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We've let him know about the situation, but we haven't really done anything. Habit, no thanks. Cholesterol. Let's just say enjoy your meal.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you.
About Connor. Deviance. I can talk about myself. Let's do that. We might be able to find out some more.
You'd like to know about me?
Hell no. Well, yeah. Why do they make you look so goofy and give you that weird voice?
CyberLife androids are designed to work harmoniously with humans. Both my appearance and voice were specifically designed to facilitate my integration.
Well, they fucked up.
Oh. Hank and androids or deviants? Let us talk about deviants, because Hank and androids is a tad controversial term, I'm sure.
Maybe I should tell you what we know about deviants.
You read my mind. Proceed.
We believe that a mutation occurs in the software of some androids, which can lead to them emulating a human emotion.
In English, please.
They don't really feel emotions. They just get overwhelmed by irrational instructions, which can lead to unpredictable behavior.
Emotions always screw everything up. The androids aren't as different from us as we thought.
Oh, guess we have to talk about this then.
Can I ask you a personal question, Lieutenant? Why do you hate androids so much?
I have my reasons. You ever dealt with deviants before?
A few months back, a deviant was threatening to jump off the roof with a little girl. I managed to save her.
So I guess you've done all your homework, right? Know everything there is to know about me?
I'm gonna tell the truth. I'd rather that.
I know you graduated top of your class. You made a name for yourself in several cases and became the youngest lieutenant in Detroit. I also know you've received several disciplinary warnings in recent years, and you spend a lot of time in bars.
So what's your conclusion?
They give you really vague looking things, I guess. Let's just hit
I
sincere.
think working with an officer with personal issues is an added challenge. But adapting to human unpredictability is one of my features. I just got a report of a suspected deviant. It's a few blocks away. We should go have a look. I'll let you finish your meal. I'll be in the car if you need me.
Hey, Connor! You run out of batteries or what?
I'm sorry. I was making a report to CyberLife.
Well, do you plan on staying in the elevator?
No. I'm coming.
What do we know about this guy?
Not much. Just that a neighbor reported that he heard strange noises coming from this floor. Nobody's supposed to be living here, but the neighbor said he saw a man hiding an LED under his cap.
Oh, Christ, if we have to investigate every time somebody hears a strange noise, we're gonna need more cops. Hey, were you really making a report back there in the elevator? Just by closing your eyes?
Correct.
Shit. Wish I could do that.
So, on one hand, he hates us, but on the other hand, he's jealous of us. Of course. Let's knock. I can't tell if his little shrug was knock again or burst in.
Anybody home? Open up, Detroit police!
Stay behind me.
Got it.
Okay. Let us follow and obey. Let him do most of the things and we'll do the analyzing and the questioning. Whoa.
What the fuck is this? Jesus.
Investigate the apartment. Oh my god, are these pigeons? Out! 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 Get out! Get out!
Looks like we came for nothing.
Who else can tell the game's lagging?
Man's gone.
Oh, it's a thing over there. Okay, whoever was in here managed to get a lot of pigeons into this apartment. Oh my god. Out! Out! No, go away. Go away. Suspect cares for wild animals. That may be the reason that they were in here, that there was like food or something that was left out, but that doesn't really explain why there are so many of them in here at the moment. Maybe something was left open? They were all led here? A military jacket with the initials RT.
Probably initials.
You serious?
Initials in his jacket?
Did they just fly up and away?
When you're in first grade.
They disappear into the ceiling and then they kind of just come back. Look. Ready? We chased them all away and then they just magically come back anytime we turn the camera back around. Gone? Oh, we're all still here. Still here. Didn't think I'd be doing this playing Detroit Become Human. It's always a tad nerve-wracking going into this game because I have no idea what to expect, and of course, we're chasing pigeons away in an apartment. What can we take? Is it an ID? Oh, it is. Rupert Travis.
Driver's license is fake.
Cool. At least we didn't come for nothing.
I might look at... Oh, okay, we've got the exact same weird code on here that we didn't really get too much information from when we questioned that other guy when we interrogated him. Can we talk about that, Hank?
RA9. Written 2,471 times. It's the same sign Ortiz's android wrote on the shower wall. Why are they obsessed with this sign?
Looks like mazes or something.
Obsessive compulsive writing. A behavior that was exhibited in the other android that we interrogated. Let's analyze the thing over here.
Thought I was the lad.
Nope. I'm gonna try to recreate the scenario. Open marker pen. Use recently color midnight mood black. So obviously, this was done probably within the previous day or so. Install. What did it say there? Traces of avian fecal matter, which makes sense because there have been so many birds in here, of course. Where we at? We're at here. It just sort of dropped. I'll analyze this situation here. Suspect was here recently. Yep, I can see that. They were up there writing things, and then they randomly just sort of fell off for no apparent reason. Suspect ran to the living room. What happened in the living room? I'll go and report that back to Hank.
Hard to keep some. Electronic books, you can't smell the paper. See the pages turning yellow.
We're gonna need to look for something in here.
Talking about, do you?
Suspect doesn't eat. Well, he is an android, I suppose. Androids, I'm assuming, don't eat.
I can't believe it. This nut job was actually feeding these fuckers.
Oh, he's discovered the food as well. This is a cage? Looks like a cage for them. Skid mark recent. It's been knocked over something. Not entirely sure exactly where it may have fallen from. No fingerprints whatsoever. Where's the last point? It's over here. Whoa, 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 whoa. A metal hook. Recently broken, 100% stainless steel. That used to be a hook? Whoa. Must have been in a hurry to get out of this place. Create here. Suspect ran toward entrance. Yep, so they ran towards the entrance. Their hand bumped it. And for some reason that ended up causing it to fall down onto the ground. After they made their way to the door, what happened then? Well, what do we think happened? Suspect heard us enter. This is very recent. I guess we did happen to hear some noises when we were knocking at the door. So they tried to escape. Where could they have gone? We're going to need to find some more evidence. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to find where they may have gone. But we could probably go and search by that chair, maybe in the corners of the room. Maybe analyze, yep, over there. To find out where they could have gone. Suspect is still here. So we think that they're still on the rooftop. Investigate the apartment. Okay, we need to expose them by climbing up here. We should probably tell Hank that.
Goddamn fucking pigeons!
There they
What are
are.
you waiting for? Chase it!
He wants us to get him. Okay, easy but slow, fast but risky. I'll go easy but slow. Where's he going? Fast but risky. We'll go that way. Is he going? Safe for detour, direct but crowded. Where's he going? Is he going out that way? Oh, no. Go out this way. Go out, go out, go out. By the door, the door. That entrance. Fast. Fast one. Look up.
Holy shit!
I'll go through the direct way.
Look out!
Oh, we had two options. Is he gone? Oh, that's not good. We should have saved him. He has an 89% chance of survival, though. I guess that's probably why I went for the Deviant. Because we thought that we'd be able to actually, like, take him on. What are we going to do?
Please. I've done nothing wrong. I just wanted to be free. You know what they'll do to me if you turn me in.
Model 874004961. Serious malfunctions have been detected in your software, including Class 4 errors. You've been deemed defective and will be sent back to Cyberlife for deactivation.
Don't you fucking move. You bastard. You saw I was gonna fall and you'd rather let me die than fail your fucking mission.
I had to make a choice. It seemed to me...
What am I to you? A statistic? A 0, a 1 in your fucking program? Huh? Is that how you see humans, you bastard? Jesus.
I understand you're upset. Perhaps I didn't assess the
Fuck
situation.
you and your fucking assessment. Come here.
Are you doing this?
All right.
You're one of us.
Shut up.
You're helping humans. But you're just their slave.
I said shut up. All right. Come along.
All right, now you save me.
Hey, what the fuck? Holy shit. Fucking androids.
Oh, wow. And of course, yeah, I'm gonna end up doing something small and stupid that's gonna make things even worse for Hank. While there was like a pretty much a 90% chance of survival and he was definitely going to be able to get back up, the fact that we had ignored him just so that we could go and catch another android that, of course, just so happened to end up dead meant that he is once again angry with androids. I really need to prioritize making sure that he feels that we care about him and not the mission and not the government, I suppose, because he would rather that we know more about him, care more about him, and show him more, well, attention and care than, well, I guess we try and go and catch the androids, I suppose. Because that's probably why he doesn't like the androids so much, because maybe at one point he put his faith in an android and he was let down, or maybe one of his family was let down by one or something. I'm not entirely sure exactly. We haven't got far enough into the game to be able to conclude that. Either way, we need to focus more on caring for Hank and showing concern for him, rather than continuously letting our missions, I don't know, come before that. Let's continue. Alright, we're on the boat. It's Marcus.
Who are you? Fugitives. Just like you. My name is Josh.
I'm Simon.
North.
This is Jericho? It's a refuge for those who don't want to be slaves anymore.
And hiding just to stay alive, that's freedom to you?
Humans hate us. Hiding is the only way we can survive.
There is no safe place for those like us. If humans knew we were here, they'd kill us.
How many are you?
There are 19 of us still in working order. The rest were damaged escaping their masters.
Many tried to reach Jericho. Few succeed. Humans have little pity for our kind. I understand how you feel, but we have more freedom here than you ever did.
Humans were your masters, and now it's fear that rules you. You're no freer than you ever were. You've only found a new master.
You're lost. Just like the rest of us. We didn't ask for this. All we can do now is deal with it.
You're safe here. You can stay with us as long as you want.
Go and see Lucy. She might be able to help you.
Okay, settling in, find Lucy, and explore Jericho. There's going to be a lot of stuff for us to explore, I suppose, but I think we should probably try to be a bit more direct with our mission. And try and find this Lucy person as soon as possible. Who are you? Whoa.
Humans are afraid of dying too. Do you know what happens after death?
No. No, I don't.
Well, I'm about to find out. What's your name?
Marcus.
I was glad to meet you, Marcus.
We didn't even really find out the name of the android. It's interesting to see exactly what happens to androids after death, I suppose, as well. I don't even know. I can start a fire here, though, so we can actually kind of see, I guess. And androids obviously die in a completely different way. It's like a computer. They just go into some sort of shutdown mode, and then you never really see them much after that, as if their entire power mechanism has been shut down completely. So of the 3 androids that we're playing as, Connor, Marcus, and Kara, Connor I feel like is... Oh, I don't even know. It's hard to rank them at this point. I'm trying to rank them in terms of like the most deviant like to the least deviant like. Because to be honest, like, Connor has had a bit of an interesting mix. Marcus has just kind of let everything happen. So I feel like Marcus has probably had... He's probably the least like a deviant, and Kara's probably the most, because she's pretty much taken away a child and broken from her code completely to run away from the person at home. That's why she's the most deviant like. She does her own thing to protect the child that she's looking after.
Not in very good shape, am I? My diagnostic program isn't working. I don't think it would have anything good to say anyway.
What happened to you?
They tied me to the back of a car. I think they wanted to have fun. I don't want to shut down. No, I don't want to shut down.
But inevitably he will anyway, because he's in such a poor state, and we can't really do anything about that. No one really can. It's kind of unfortunate. There'll be so many androids that we're able to find here that are not functional whatsoever. Coming upstairs. And some that are slightly more functional. I guess it just so happens that the ones that I'm going to talk to are the most damaged or the most broken.
They threw him out when they didn't want him anymore. He was living on the streets before we brought him here.
They'll all shut down if we don't find a way to help them.
To help them, we need blue blood and biocomponents. We salvage what we can from those who shut down. But there's never enough.
So, how do they survive?
They won't. We're slowly dying out.
Can we see this little boy? I don't even know if he's an android or if he's an actual human being that's in here. I can't imagine that they would want us to have a human being living in here. It wouldn't make sense. We'd be wanting to protect them too much. We'd be focusing too much on them. And I guess the resources that are required to live are completely different. We would need to get food and actual proper edible resources for them. RA9. Which I would assume is their equivalent of a god of some kind. Who are we trying to find? Can we go and do anything down here? No, we can't. Where are you? It's not you. Can we go through that door over there? Okay, well, there's another girl over there we cannot talk to. I could scan around the area. Over there. I probably should have thought of that initially. I kind of forget that we do have a scan functionality that we can use. We've got a good few things we can look around at over here. Start a fire, why not? Extra vision. That's a shame. I wonder what it had in it initially. Maybe weapons, armor, clothing, resources, repair stuff, maybe? It was sent from Cyberlife. Cyberlife Warehouse and Docks. West Torrance Avenue, Detroit, Michigan. We've officially, apparently, well, explored Jericho enough. Now we just need to find Lucy. That way. Are you Lucy? Nope. You are north. You.
What was your function before coming here?
What do you care?
A lot of these guys in pretty bad shape.
That's how the humans treat those who disobey. They despise us. They'll never accept what we are.
Who found this place?
Nobody knows anymore. Whoever he was, his body's probably laying somewhere on this boat. If you came here for comfort, you came to the wrong place.
I guess in that case, I hope that someday when we find the person that we need to find, we can continue our journey and escape this place, I guess. While we may not be accepted as much on the surface, at least we have more opportunities to grow and more opportunities to explore and become closer to society rather than try to move away from them. While it may ensure that we stay safe and it promises that we are going to be okay, we just end up dying out like all of the others if we stay in this one location for the rest of our time, I guess. How can I move around quicker? How can I... What am I looking for? Who am I looking for and where are they? The location is unknown. Are you a guard? If so, you're kind of annoying because I want to go up those stairs. Talk to any of the people here? No. Can we go up these stairs? Looks like we can, but we can't because she's throwing a ball in the way. That's annoying. Can I talk to you people over here? Of course not. What can I do then? Are we free to do anything at all here? Are those stairs in the corner? No, we've already looked there. And we can't go up there. Now I'm just confused because I don't know where we're going or who we're looking for. Maybe towards the middle here? I'm not too sure. One of you's got to be Lucy. Nope. You? No, we already looked at you before. Camera angles are so confusing. I'm very confused as to what we're supposed to be doing. It's like I've talked to all of the people that I can possibly talk to here. It doesn't seem that I'm able to explore anything any further, and this Lucy girl is not in sight anywhere, and I can't move on to the next floor. Is it really true that we're not able to progress any further than this? Surely we'd be able to. How did we get down here? We would have taken the stairs. Stairs that were being blocked up by a guard. We came up from that ladder. And we came down from, well, obviously the side on the left. So the side that I'm looking out at the moment. I'm pretty sure that we came down by one of those staircases. I'll take a look at these crates. See if there's anything at all I can... Because Lucy may be unmarked somewhere on here. Looks like we can go in here, I guess. Is she in here?
Are you Lucy?
Sit down. Show me. I'll stop the bleeding.
Why is my controller running low on battery now? I need to charge these controllers. Where have you collected this from? Guess we have no choice. She must have obtained this from some of the dead ones, I guess. We should be okay.
Give me your hand. You had it all, and you lost it all. You've seen hell, and now hell lives in you. Your heart is troubled. A part of shadow and a part of light. Which will prevail? Your choices will shape our destiny.
Jeez. Propose a plan to Simon. Is Simon the guy in the middle? We need to make a decision. You Simon. You're Simon. She said some pretty interesting things there. I guess the one being that there's a path of shadow and a path of light. Which will prevail? Which way should we go? Should we go down the pathway of shadows, which ends up leading to deviance, or the pathway of light? But what does that mean as an android?
Simon. I know where we can find spare parts. CyberLife warehouses in the Detroit Harbor. They have everything we need.
The docks are guarded. We can't just walk in there and take what we want. Humans will never let us.
Which is why we won't ask permission.
We don't have any weapons. And even if we did, none of us knows how to fight.
We can steal what we need without fighting.
We'll just get ourselves killed.
Maybe. But it's better than waiting here to be shut down.
I'm with you.
Maybe it's worth a try.
Okay. I'm in.
We made a decision. And did we explore everything in that chapter as well? Oh, wonderful. That's awesome. Marcus hatched a plan. Right. So all of the options for, like, us to complete, I suppose, here. We'll talk to the dying android, to Josh, to North, talk to the damaged android, and light up everything in the room. Which we managed to do. We checked the empty crate, and we talked to Lucy, and we finally talked to Simon. Basically saying, we're going to get this place back up and running, and it's going to be okay. So we need to make sure to follow through with that, but that means that in doing this, we're basically having to act as a deviant here. Otherwise, we're not able to escape, we're not able to move forward freely, I suppose. So we're gonna need to continue and act quite a bit more as a deviant, probably even more as Kara, who took a child away from apparently the owner of the kid, I suppose. This will be interesting. Are we switching over to Kara now? For the next one, I'm assuming that we are. I'm guessing that it cycles through them, but I guess we'll see. So next one will be the next chapter, and probably the final one we'll be doing for this episode. Oh yeah, right. So this is after the moment where
Be okay?
we were chased by Connor.
We'll get some help here.
She must be terrified.
This will all be just a bad memory. This is the place.
I guess primarily we are supposed to be protecting Alice and caring for Alice as much as possible because we are the android, she is the human, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. So we need to do whatever we can to make sure that Alice stays safe and protected, like pretty much regardless of whether or not our mission happens to be a success or we are staying lawful, I suppose. Protect Alice. Who's in here? I can't even remember.
Are you Zlatko?
Who's asking?
I was told you could help us.
I don't know who told you that. You came to the wrong place. I'm sorry.
Wait. We really need your help.
Come in. Come on in. Don't be shy.
I think we should just follow the guy. We're probably not going to be in a good situation if we start walking through his
Be
house.
so kind as to take these ladies' coats.
Luther an android? Luther's totally an android.
Afraid of our big friend here. Luther is just another android that I helped. He keeps me company in this big, empty old house. Please, make yourselves at home. How did you hear about me?
An android. On the street, he said you could help us.
I see. Deviant, huh? What about her?
She's human.
And you want to find a safe place. Somewhere you can start a new life. I hear Canada is very lovely at this time of year. Beautiful landscapes, open spaces, clean air, and no android laws. Great place for a fresh start.
Yes, that's exactly what we want.
Of course. I can help you. But first, we have to get rid of your tracker.
Tracker?
Yeah. All androids are fitted with a tracking device to locate them at all times. I'll remove yours, and then you'll both be safe. Come on. Follow me.
I hope we can trust this guy.
The little one can wait for us in the living room.
No, she always stays with me.
Yep, that was fair. I was about to say, it's a bad idea to leave her alone.
Right this way? Everything we need is in the basement.
Nope, 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 nope. That's upstairs. Basement. Basement. It's got a lot of books. Man reads a lot. Or he read a lot, maybe.
I don't like this place. And that man. Let's go, I have a bad feeling.
I think we should be careful.
I know. I don't trust him either. We have to be careful.
Please excuse the mess. I needed somewhere discreet for my machines. Removing trackers is illegal, so I opted for discretion over comfort. I hope the little one isn't too scared.
No. No, she'll be all right.
Is she following? Is she following? Is she following? She needs to follow. She doesn't follow, then I'm not going. Alice.
Come on, Alice.
This way, please.
What have we seen in there? Find help. Yep, yep. We need to make sure that she is actually going to come with us. Or will you just stay out here? Okay, if anything happens, then we will be ready. Because the guy seems far too kind, and this place looks far too terrifying for a guy who's as kind as this.
If you could just stand over there.
Ah, jeez. It's not going to be as easy as it looks, I feel.
I should warn you, this could be quite unpleasant. You know what's strange? For some unknown reason, the trackers seem to stop working in Deviants. That's why it's so hard to find them. So, actually, there's no reason to remove your tracker.
What? But you said that...
Yeah, people believe what they want. You Deviants are so naive. They all come to me expecting me to help them. And I just reset them, sell them on. Or I keep them for my little experiments.
No! No! I don't want to be reset! Let me go! Ah!
Oh, I forgot about the child. Lock it up. I'll deal with it later.
Alice! Alice, no!
Wow. A deviant that wants to be a mother. That's so sweet. And so deluded. I think it's time we put you out of your misery.
Okay, we need to get out. I don't think we had an actual like option to stay in this thing or not stay in this thing, so we'll just need to wait for now, I guess.
That's what you get for having a dream. It always ends up the same way. Tears and disillusionment. Believe me, you're better off being erased and feeling nothing. No more pain. No more hopes dashed. I almost envy you.
Kara!
Oh, poor little Alice. Oh, looks like Mommy doesn't remember you at all, huh? Looks like Mommy's completely forgotten you.
Kara, what happened to you?
Oh, all right, that's enough. Come on. You bit me. I'm gonna teach you some manners, you little bitch.
Kara! Wake up, Kara!
Meet me in the living room.
We gotta get out, and probably fast. Oh, yes, we need to be very quick. We can probably pause time slightly if we scan the area, I guess. Oh, no, we can't. Cause a short circuit. What can we do, what can we do, what can we do? Yellow cable, green cable. I'll try both. I'll try for the green cable then. Go, 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 go. Okay, that's one thing disrupted. What else can we do here? Oh my god. Everything's happening so quickly. Push, L2. Oh, thank God. Okay. Leverage self. Oh. Get out, Kara. Out! Out of the machine! Please. That is incredibly stressful. We need to make our way back into the living room. We need to find Alice as soon as possible. I remember that there are these locked areas back here. I don't know if she's going to be in one of them or... Oh. It's got other people in here as well. That is not nice. Look. 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 Whoa. No. Nope. 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 Out. Open cell. I mean, what have I got to lose? Wait. This person has been reset. Do we have any information on this person? On this thing? I can't really see much in there. There's one life form at least. There's probably only one. Can I open... I can only open this one over here, can't I? How many are in there? Probably like 2 or 3 maybe. Hope they're not harmful. We can at least talk about this to people though. We have it in our mind. Our memory has not been corrupted.
No.
They won't catch me. No. Get out. What are you doing? Kara, you need to leave.
He likes to play with us. Creating monsters. For him. who's the real monster. Look what you did to us.
Jeez. This guy is messed up. I had every right to not trust him. Who's in here? Can I turn the camera around, please? Thank you. Hi. Okay, let's just turn around, pretend we didn't see anything. Head back into the living room because that's where the other android said to meet.
Yes, Loco.
It should be done here in 10 minutes or so. Have a look at the little one, see if I can do it.
Understood, Loco. I'll bring you the little one in 10 minutes.
Oh, what? 10 minutes to go until Luther comes down and brings Alice. Do we really need to keep ourselves preoccupied for 10 minutes? Find Alice. Where's Laco at? Is he in here? Okay, well, what's down the end of the hallway? Or maybe it means that we got like 10 minutes to actually find her. I'm not too sure. We're just going to try and find her as fast as possible. What's this? Is this the exit to the house? It is. Okay, it's probably a bad idea to go outside then. She's not going to be outside anywhere. Let's keep looking. Where could she be? I am glad that we're able to kind of pause time just to think about things in the meantime while we're trying to find Alice when we're scanning. Not there. We're going to need to go upstairs, I'm assuming, which is kind of terrifying because that's where all of them seem to be going, but I don't really think we have much of a choice. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Camera angles are weird. They're very cool, but they're difficult to move through. Oh, I saw him. What's he doing? Okay, obviously he's in there. We're just going to completely ignore him. Open. She could be in here. It seems like she's probably been locked away somewhere. The door. Doesn't this door lead into his other room? The room that he's in? To workshop. He's in the workshop. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Whoa. Eek. I'll try this room over here. I don't want to go into his workshop because then we're going to get like beaten up or something.
What are you doing?
Oh, what the heck?
Has the master authorized you to be here? You must always obey the master. Oh yes, you must always obey. You should not be here. You have no... What are you doing? You're not gonna hurt me. No. No. No, you wouldn't do that.
I'm looking for a little girl. Have you seen her?
A little girl? No, no, no. I haven't seen her.
Will you be quiet if I let go?
Yes, yes. I promise to be quiet. Don't turn me off.
No. No, of course not.
They need to kill an android for pointless reasons. Oh, hello. Hello? Hi? Oh. What are you doing? You reporting something?
I'm sorry. About the little one.
Oh, what the heck? No way! A gun. No, we do not need a gun. That is unnecessary. No, I don't want to read. No, it's not the time to read. It's not the time to read. It's not the time to read. No, 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 no. Put it down. Bad. Okay, can't do anything in this room apart from literally take an entire gun. I do not need a gun. I'm not killing humans. That is even worse. Ugh, come on.
Detroit residents were disturbed by a surprising chase through the city's streets this morning. According...
Right, they know exactly what happened earlier with us, of course. Ugh, that's not good. I think even worse of us. But what makes it even more weird is the fact that we are playing as multiple androids in different situations. One that's trying to escape people to care for a human, another one that's trying to chase, like, oh, she's here.
Clara, you remember me.
How could I forget you? I'm so sorry. You were right. We never should have come. We have to go. Follow me and don't make any noise, okay?
Kara is looking after a human. Connor is chasing deviants. And Marcus is looking after himself.
Yes, Lock. I'm finished here. Go fetch the little one. Right away, Zako.
Escape. We've got Alice. We're gonna need to be stealthy. Stealthy? Can we stealthy our way into like a door or something? Or what? Door. Big room, big room, big room. Hide, okay. Where can we hide? Let's wait. Hide in here. In here.
What? The little one is gone.
No. Get back in. Get back in. Get back in. Get back in.
Gotta be here somewhere. What are you waiting for? Go look. What the fuck are you doing? Come here. Coming.
We have 50 seconds to get out.
Gotta get out before they find us.
Bedroom? Corridor. Bedroom, probably.
Shit. Where are you? Luther! Find them, for fuck's sake!
Hide, I guess. He's not coming near us. We should try to get out into the... Oh, what? We have 4 seconds. No way. That's not fair.
Fucking android. There you are. No more hide and seek for you.
Catch them, Luther! There's no point in running. You can't escape from me. Get a move on. They're over there.
Alice! Go, Alice!
No, I won't leave.
Go! Run as fast as you can!
I warned you. Dreams always end in tears. You should have listened to me. What are you doing? Get out of my way.
No. Not this time.
I said get out of my way or I'll shoot right through you. How dare you? How dare you? What are you doing? Who let you out? Get away from me! Get away from me! Obey me! I'm your master! I'm your master!
I didn't want to hurt you. He programmed me to obey him. When I saw the little one risk her life to save you, it was like opening my eyes for the first time. Finally, I could see. I know you have no reason to trust me after what I did. But I know someone who could help you across the border. I could take you there. I could protect you. You and the little one.
All right. I trust you. I was so scared of losing you.
Oh my god. These chapters just get more and more stressful every single time I play them. Especially the quick time events. You need to think so quickly, you need to be able to react incredibly quickly to everything that happens and be able to make decisions quickly so that you can preserve the life of the human that you're trying to protect. I knew that I shouldn't have trusted that guy from in the first place, but I don't think we really had a choice. But look how many choices that we had. If we didn't get reset, look at everything that could have opened up after that point. And everything else. We'd end up in the exact same place looking for Alice, finding her, and then escaping, but there are probably a few different situations where it ends differently. The chase starts. After the chase starts, there's probably a chance that Kara doesn't make it through, or that Alice doesn't make it through. I don't really know exactly what happens. Oh my god, okay, I'm done with this game for today. It is an incredible game. It is so interactive and really interesting. And even though it's incredibly stressful sometimes because of how real everything in the game seems, I think that makes it all the more engaging, I guess. And it's a place where you can really get lost in this world of decision making. And it's something that I'm probably not going to be giving up even after I get through to the very end. Like this kind of stuff can, I guess, change the way that you see technology and society and the society that we may be moving into with artificial intelligence, especially as it's becoming a bigger thing nowadays. Oh my god, enough of my rambling. I'm going to be ending the episode off here, and we're going to be continuing next time, probably into Connor's line, I'm assuming. Luckily, none of the androids have died so far, so none of the main ones have died. Apparently, if any of them do happen to die early on, then you completely lose their line, which I would hate to have happen. I want to be able to see their missions play, like, right through to the end. Anyway, are you finding this as interesting as I am? I know that the people that are watching at the moment have probably already played through this game already, or watched someone else play through it. But is it interesting to see someone else play through it? I probably would find it as well. Like, if I ended up watching a playthrough of it and saw someone else doing it, seeing the decision-making that they had, and their thoughts regarding all the different things in the game, that would always be, like, an interesting thing to do. It's probably why I'm going to end up talking to my friends about it and see what they think. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you all again next time. Hey everybody, I'm Mario the Smashery. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed and want to support this channel, give this video a like and be sure to subscribe for more content like this. Check out more of my videos, and I hope to see you all again soon.